Hey everyone, welcome to Live with DJ Rossstar. Today is Wednesday, it's the 29th of October, 2025. Today we're going to talk to Mark from the band 408. If you have questions for Mark, you can put them in the chat below. The show is live every week, twice a week, right here from my porch in Austin, Texas. And it's a windy day today, so hopefully everything sounds loud and clear on your end. We're just waiting for Mark to get in the chat and we're going to go live. Once again, if you have questions, I will try to get to as many as I can during the interview. If you have a band or you just love a band and you want to see them on the show, feel free to send me a DM. I listen to all submissions, and if I think it's a good fit, I'll have you on. And if you want to check out old interviews I've done, you can go back on my page and see interviews I've done with Zebrahead, Less Than Jake. We got Ballyhoo on there, and a ton more. And if you want to see some really old school work I've done, you can go onto YouTube and look up DJ Rossstar, and you'll find interviews I've done dating back 20 years plus. Right now, we are just waiting for 408, and we're going to get the interview started. Just in case, I'm going to send them an invite, so don't go anywhere. Hang on one second, guys. And yes, Carmat's Rod. Oh shit, I met them at Warped Tour because that's my area code. That's awesome. I'm surprised no band in history has ever been a band with just their area code as the name. So I'm going to find out if there actually has been before and we just don't know about it. And what's up, Brian Lewis? I see you've been following me for a few days, and that's rad. All right, 408 is in the chat. We're just waiting for them to send me a request to go live, and we will be good to go. Let's do it.
What's going on, man?
What's up, buddy?
What's good?
I would say that this is like the biggest Green Day fan meets the biggest Blink-182 fan.
That's true. Massive Blink fan. Very
But
very excited.
I don't know if you call yourself the biggest, but maybe one of the biggest, right?
Yeah, one of the biggest for sure. Definitely OG.
At least that you know of in your own circle, I'm sure.
Correct. Yeah, no, I've been a Blink fan since I'm born in 1990, so I didn't actually get to go to the shows in the 90s. I was a little too young, and even in the 2000s, like they broke up, I kind of became a Blink fan really at I wasn't allowed to listen to them, to be honest with you, because I was too young and they said a lot of bad words and shit. But
I love it.
but I discovered them pretty much when I was like 13, 14, 2000, 5, 6 time frame. And then I fell in love ever since, and I got to see them come back to be a band. And 2009, and I got to go see them live. That was really cool. And it was sick.
Did you start doing the band around that time, or were you always doing music even growing
I
up?
was always doing a band. So first band ever was in high school around 2004, I would say 5. I think it was my first band ever. It was just like, garage band. It was a little punk / hardcore mixture. The band I was really grew up on was Reliant K.
Okay.
That was the band I was allowed to listen to the most, obviously. I grew up in a very conservative home. And yeah, no. So I started bands back then in high school, and then gravitated towards the metal realm. Always loved Blink. Wanted to do like Blink style stuff. And Angels and Airwaves was out at the time, plus 44. And then, but the guys I was around at the time wanted to be like August Burns Red and Kill Switch Engage and A Day to Remember and things like that. And
Very different.
very different, which was great because that realm of music I became very attached to it because of that, just hours in the garage practicing chugs and riffs and different singing styles, far different than Blink, but also very challenging to like learn that. So that's anything I've ever done as a singer is anyone I respect, whether it's Tom, Mark, Jeremy from A Day to Remember, or Howard from Killswitch Engage. I learn their songs and I learn their vocal techniques and apply it to like how I sing. So that's like my strategy.
What was the name of the band going back to when you were 14?
So I had a few. First one was called Fight 'Em. The second one was called Within the Front's Embrace. That was a more metal one. And then it later became A Vital Message, and those were the same guys, but we changed our name to A Vital Message. And you could find A Vital Message music somewhere on YouTube, um, but yeah, no, I did that for a while, and then we broke up sometime in like 2011, just because I was going to college and shit, and then eventually started 408 in 2017, and that's where it went from there. I started as like a solo thing and found guys I wanted to do it with, and that's the band. That's how it became to be.
So what did you do during the lost years from 2011 to 2017? What were you doing?
I was not doing music as much. Like I was like noodling around, writing songs here and there. Like in 2013, we attempted to do A Vital Message again. We wrote about like 3 or 4 songs, and then it was just we were still in college, and some guys didn't like that we were in college, whatever, just dumb stuff, and that didn't exist. So then after I graduated and got into my professional life, I was like, oh man, I really want to do music stuff again, but I gotta do it the right way. I gotta work with the producer I want to work with, etc. And that's how I started writing the first songs of 408 around that time, and then I got to record them in 2016 and put them out in 2017.
I like that. I wanted to hear the whole history because, some people might think you just popped up out of nowhere on the internet and now you're doing all these
No,
things.
no, it's very, very, very long time of doing this, So ever since I've been playing bass since I was 14, same singing, same thing, and I'm in my early 30s now, and that's what it is.
And it's never too late.
No, yeah. So I mean, you gotta keep grinding. You gotta keep creating. As if you're a creative out there, you just gotta keep going.
I agree. Hey, I started this when I was 2002. I was like 20 years old, and now I'm 43, and I'm still doing it because I love to do it. There's no other reason.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And same as you, I've tried to take years off and just do the regular, daily grind, and it's just not the same. When you
Yeah,
have
no,
that, yeah.
always follow your passion no matter what. No, even if you feel like it's too late, it never is too late. You just gotta keep going.
Oh yeah. Well, let's talk about present now. You have a big day coming up on Friday. What's happening?
Correct.
What's happening on Friday? Tell the world.
Yeah, so Friday we're dropping our new EP, Generational 2. We'll have 2 new songs on it. And we've been releasing them one by one, month by month. And then we have a special guest feature, Anthony Lovato of Mess is gonna be on one of the songs. So that's gonna be cool.
I've never heard anyone call him Anthony before. That was interesting.
Tony, yeah. His real name is Anthony.
That's his name. I've just never heard anyone say that.
Yeah, Tony will be on one of the songs. And yeah. And then we got more music cooking right now, just getting mixed down, but the EP will be out on Friday.
Working your way up to a Thomas DeLonge feature one day. That's the goal.
Yeah, Tom or Mark would be ideal, and or Travis. That would be really cool.
Have you had any interaction with them, whether it be as a fan or with 408 so far?
Mark Hoppus retweeted us back when we dropped the track Mark Hoppus in 2022 or 3. I can't remember what year that was. We did that, but I think that was in 2022. But yeah, he retweeted it and was like, "Oh, that's sick" or whatever. I haven't came across. Oh, Nick, our guitarist, met Travis at Warped Tour, so that was cool. But no, I haven't personally, and not really the band besides blonde hair Nick. He got to meet Travis when he was watching his son's set.
Hey, a retweet is awesome, dude, and the video is great too. I'm sure he probably saw the video.
Yeah, no, that's what he retweeted. He retweeted the video, so it was cool. It was fun.
Are you actually naked, or are you wearing the same kind of coverings that the band wore in their video?
It was a fake like nude underwear. So it does look like we're naked, honestly, but you couldn't really tell.
Is it still intimidating for you to just wear that out in public, even though you're not really completely naked?
It was funny. I didn't really care just because we weren't really naked. I mean, I don't really care about that stuff. Maybe the other guys did a little bit, but it was fine. You definitely felt like, oh wow, this is interesting, you know. But it was cool.
I've never seen anyone else do a video like that besides Blink, so I think that's awesome.
What someone's asking, what Orlando band would tell us we should check out?
Yeah,
I
are you
don't.
involved in the local scene, or are you busy doing your own thing? You don't really get to go to shows anymore.
So we started from the local scene along with Magnolia Park. So we came up around Magnolia. Um, Meet Me at the Altar was around as well back then. Over doing local shows, and there's a couple other shows or bands I'm forgetting right now. But a cool local band is more like indie punks, like 0 miles per hour. They're cool. We're gonna be doing a show with them and We the Kings the night before Warped Tour. It's like a Warped Tour pre-show.
Oh, awesome.
And yeah, no, they're dope. Check them out.
Has that been announced, that show, or did you just give us a scoop right here?
It got announced I think a couple weeks ago, but yeah, we're gonna keep promoting and pushing it.
That's great. And Warped Tour is the middle of November, I believe, yes? And you don't have to go very far this time, which is great.
Yeah, it's super close. Yes, it's November 4th, 15th, 16th, I believe.
I was going to guess the same time frame, so we're probably correct.
Yeah, I believe 14th is our show, We the Kings, and then the next day is Saturday, so that's the 15th and 16th.
So how long do you have to play at the Warped Tour? Do they give you like 25 minutes to power
It's about a
through?
30-minute set.
That's actually pretty good for Warped Tour. 30 minutes is okay.
Yeah, no, it's fun. There's a lot of bands. There's a lot of changeover. So, you know, we'll get a 30-minute set along with, I would say, pretty much majority of the bands out there. And then the bigger bands obviously get a little longer. They get like an hour or so, or 45 minutes.
How many songs can you fit into 30 if you're not going to stop and tell jokes?
I would say seven songs usually. 7 to 8 is like at the very, very most, but usually 6, 7 range.
So no time for a cover, or will you still throw in one of your cover songs?
We did 2 covers. We did Shut Up in DC. We did Feeling This in Long Beach. I don't really know what cover we would do next. But maybe another Blink song, maybe something else. We haven't really decided yet, but we'll know shortly.
And we want to make sure they know you're talking about "Shut Up," the Blink 182 song, and not "Shut Up," the Simple Plan song.
Yeah, Shut Up the Blink 182 song, yes.
Is there a Blink song that you don't think you could pull off live? A cover song that you'd be too afraid to do, or can you nail through all of them?
Any Blink song we could play. Easy. I would say anything. I mean, we could do one of the newer ones. There's no point in doing that, but yeah, no, any of the Blink songs we can do. It's just, I think it's just whatever fits what we're trying to do, you know, because covers are interesting. You want to pick something you enjoy playing, but you also don't want to pick something that is just, I don't know, you know, it just depends. It's an interesting dichotomy to do a cover song, you know.
You don't want to try to show off by picking an obscure song like "Strings" or something where no one in the crowd's gonna know what it is.
Yeah,
Just for credit, just for street cred that you know the song.
I mean, I would like to do a song, maybe like "Man Overboard" would be
Yeah,
cool. That's a little under the radar, but it's a fun song.
I mean it was a hit, moderate hit, good video. I think people would
Yeah.
know it.
So we don't know. Feeling This is always fun. We rip that one a lot. And you know, something like that or something off Toy Patch. I always like What's My Age Again, but some people don't like that song. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of opinions, so it's a tough one to pick.
I've never heard anyone refer to it as Toy Patch. This is like 2 for 2 today. You're blowing my mind. Now I'm gonna only say it like that.
Oh yeah, Toy Patch. That's been around for a while. That's what they called it, Toy
I,
Patch.
I think you created that. I've never heard that before.
No, I did not. I heard that a long, long time ago. Like, you know, maybe I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years. So
Wow. Okay. Well, you are old school. You would know more than me.
yeah, I am a big Blink fan. So
Did you watch that video I sent you before of me on the
I did. That was funny.
MTV
That
wannabes becoming Blink 182?
it's really funny. That was cool.
Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about in the chat, I was on a game show, I guess you would call it, on MTV. Not the show Becoming. It was a competition show called Becoming Wannabes. And so 3 different groups of us had to compete to see who was the most like Blink 182. It was very silly, but I got to be on MTV, and that's all that matters, right? So that's on
Yeah,
YouTube. That's on
doesn't
YouTube.
exist anymore.
Yeah, that's on YouTube. You can just look up Rossstar Blink 182, and I have it up there for everyone to laugh at and enjoy. Anyway, we are live. If you have questions, please put them in the chat. ATX Redbeard wants to know any headlining tours in 2026. Good question.
I think 2026. We're focused on a few things. We're focused on creating a new album, and we'll definitely do some touring. I don't know, headlining maybe selective cities. Nothing's set in stone right now for headlining goes, but I think we're going to be touring for sure.
Yeah, you want to keep going and just open up probably also just to get out there.
Yeah. We enjoy doing support tours with some of our bigger band friends. I think that would be fun. That's our plan so far. Europe tour in the near future. Maybe there's a small chance of something happening towards the middle of the year next year, but nothing yet. Nothing yet.
What's the breakdown of your following online? Do you know exactly what continents everybody is watching or listening from, and what?
I think we're pretty all over the place. Like we're mainly US, but we do have a Europe base for sure. We've never been there, so that would be an interesting thing for us to check out. And maybe most of the people on here are Europe right now because it's earlier in the day, but or later in the day their time. But yeah, we'll see. It's definitely in the works.
You want to focus on getting more music out? I'm sure the EP is just the beginning with you.
Yeah, EP is kind of it was a placeholder for sure after we did Over the Edge and that came out and we wanted to keep releasing music. So we got, 6-song EP and we dropped 4 of them already and the 2 will come out on Friday. And then we have another song with Said the Sky coming out November 14th. That's cool. And so we got music dropping. We always like to consistently drop, keep people fed.
I love you doing all these collabs. This wasn't a thing, I feel like, until 5 years ago that bands started doing that with each other. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's fun. I like doing it. It's you get to work with some people you look up to. Like we got to work with Kellen. That was really cool. We got to do I always like to doing stuff with Magnolia Park. That was fun because they're the homies.
Yeah.
We did stuff with Taylor Acorn. That was cool. And yeah, I mean I'm forgetting. It's Barry Hendricks was fun. And then yeah, Levi Hum in the Country singer dude, he's awesome. We did a few songs with him and I think it's just whatever makes sense, and we're feeling it, and both artists like, hell yeah, let's do it, and we just do it.
No pun intended, feeling it.
Yep.
Close enough to feeling this. Hey, guys, keep them coming. We got like 8 more minutes. Anything you want to know, we will try our best to answer, or you will answer, obviously. Where are you right now? I'm trying to look at your backdrop. Are you just?
Oh, I'm in my backyard right now.
Let's get a tour, man. Let's see what we got, what we're working with here.
Yeah, let me backyard, use the pool.
Oh, look at that, man.
There's a grill over here. This goes into like a nature preserve, and that's just the back of my house right there. So
Florida vibes right there.
oh yeah. It's nice weather out here.
I'm sensing an In Too Deep video spoof at that pool coming up in the future.
Oh, that would actually be sick. The problem is like draining pools, you only have maybe a few hours before you have to put water back in because the whole pool can come out because of the ground in Florida is moist, obviously.
Yes.
And soft soil. So pools can actually like blow up if you don't have water in it.
I only have like a little pool that we got for our dog, and now a bunch of frogs and toads live in it every night. So
There you go.
that's what I've learned about little pools is that you're supposed to put a cover on it when you're done using it.
Yep.
And now I feel bad because that's where they hang out. There's like a bunch of baby dragonflies living in the pool also. So now I don't want to mess with the ecosystem I got going on outside. Sorry, I lost you for a second.
Nope. No, I said, oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah. So what can you tell us about the 2 tracks on Friday? Have they heard any samples, or do they know nothing about it yet?
I think we teased them a while back. We haven't posted them recently. One of the songs is like a cool, aggressive pop punk song with Tony on it, and the other one is I would say it's the same thing. It's just like a pop punk song, cool, like alternative vibe. And yeah, no, I'm excited to release those.
And hopefully it helps out Tony also, because I still think Mess are one of the most underrated pop punk bands of all time.
Yeah, no, they're a great band. I know they're still on their grind. I think they're still on tour right now doing their thing. And I think, it's just a matter of staying consistent, getting out on the road and putting out music. And that resonates with people.
It's hard, man. I have a playlist I usually send people of my favorite pop punk artists, and there's like all these different bands on there that never had their big moment, like the Matches, and Alistair, and Over It, and of course Mess. So any
Over it,
collaboration?
yeah. So you know my good friend Nick Bailey. That was his band.
Yeah, wonderful songwriter. Is he working with you also?
Always, yeah. I've been working with Bailey for a long time. I would consider him my closest friend in the industry. I would say he's very
That's
cool.
awesome. Yeah, he also did stuff with Sum 41, so there's a connection right there.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, Nick is a. No, we linked up with Nick in 2021 or 2020. Actually, it was 2020, and I've been working with him for 5 years, and we've done a lot of really cool stuff together. He's helped us do dope stuff. Um, it's been cool.
If you don't know what we're talking about, after the interview, go on to Spotify and look up Over It. Not Into It Over It, just plain Over It. The record Silver Strand is probably one of my favorite records of all time, not Green Day related, so check it out.
Yeah, very dope. Very dope.
Let's make all these bands come back. We're just going to keep hyping them up so they have to get back together and play shows.
Yeah, you got to bust down Nick's door for that one. That'd be funny.
Never Heard of It is another band that don't exist anymore, and they never had their time either, so I can go on forever with pop punk, man. The almanac right here.
Yeah. I mean, OG bands that are still around that I like Hit the Lights is still around. They're dope.
Yeah.
Um,
And Newfound Glory, of course, being from Florida, you must have been.
of course, yeah. They're still doing really well. Yellow Card obviously is doing great.
Yep.
Cartel came back recently. I loved their stuff. The Starting Line too. I was a huge Starting Line fan actually. And
Good scene.
yeah, no, Starting Line is one of the best, pop punk bands, and they're very unique. And the new record they put out is pretty cool, so it's good.
Yes. Couple more minutes. By the way, I'm on every week, twice a week. Next week, I'm going to be on with his name is Travis, but it's TRAX. It's TRXVIS. I think I got that right. Do you know Travis?
Yeah, he's great. He's a young artist out of LA. He's dope.
I think that's how you say it. Not to be confused with the band Travis from Scotland, which is like, a band from many, many years ago. So he's going to be calling in here next Wednesday. And then I think, talking about old school, I think Gatsby's American Dream are going to be on Monday. They got a new thing out, a new show coming up. So make sure you follow me and go back and watch some old videos on here. We got Hit the Lights on here, Less Than Jake, ton more Instagram lives you can find on my page. But we're going to do a recap right here before we go. So you're playing Warped Tour, November 15 and 16 in Orlando. Playing the night before with We the Kings. And where is that show? Do you know the name?
That's at Celine. Yeah, that's at Celine. It's a really, really unique venue downtown. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be really cool. It's no one's ever played a rock show there before, and it's set up to be a sick rock venue. They mainly have electronic artists there, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, you have a little bit of electronic in some of your music, so it's fitting, right?
For sure.
We got the EP coming out on Friday with 2 songs that they haven't heard before.
Correct. 2 new songs coming out on Friday.
So that's it for shows this year, huh? There's no special holiday show you're planning?
I mean, we might latch ourselves onto something here in the next few weeks, but right now, Warped Tour is the end. So
wow,
that's pretty much it.
I mean, you already have like hundreds of thousands of Spotify, so by next year, hopefully it'll be in the millions, and you'll be able to go to Europe and all these places we've been talking about.
Yeah, that's the goal. We just got to get a little bit bigger and a little more known, and we can start to do some more expansion out to all over the world. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you get all these listeners, and you really just need the one important booking agent to be the listener that writes you, huh? And says, we're going to fly you over here to play shows.
Of course.
You never know who's on there.
Yeah, you never know.
Unless they write to you directly, and then you have an idea, and I'm sure you get messages all the time. So I appreciate that you saw my DM and you responded to do this, because it's hard these days. Back in the old days, they used to just go on web pages, like and go to contact section, and now everybody just has social media, and sometimes it's hard to get in touch. But you responded very quickly, which I appreciate.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to do it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Anything else you want to tell everybody before we go today?
We have the Set the Sky song coming out November 14th, and we're writing new music right now. We've recorded 6 new songs in addition to what's coming out Friday, and we're working on getting that mix down, and you'll hear those in the near future.
Awesome. Hey, man, thanks a lot for doing this, and let's keep in touch and talk pop punk in private back and forth.
Sounds good, bro. Thank you very much.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Have a
Later.
good one. Peace.